What's good, YouTube? Um, this video right here is for my cousin Big Game James TV. I was been supposed to do a response video to it, so I know it's late, but here you go, cuzzo. You absolutely right, and I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody in the family because then if that's the case, I could point the fingers at myself. So I just want to say that you absolutely right when it comes to families need to stick together. Um, I take trips to the cemetery to see my grandparents all the time, and I know you don't have to go to a cemetery to see your grandparent, but that's just something that a lot of people do, and I do whenever I can. I know I could talk to them right here in spirit. But the game, you're right, man. Family is very important, and it seems that somewhere down the line, the family, we didn't just leave each other. We kind of doing our own thing, but not realizing that we all still need to come together. Whether it be at this house, that house, this house, that house, when they still do it sometime. I ain't saying no names in the family, but there are some family members that do still hold down the dinners and stuff. And yes, I'm one of the ones that never show up for whatever reason, but I have shown up in the past. But once again, it's always something going on with me, so I don't get a chance to make that appearance. And for the past couple years, I don't make that appearance. But I do see my family in passing. But I will say that this is what we should do. If you pass a relative's um, area where they stay at, make it our business to stop in, even if it's for a minute. Lives are so busy now, with everything that's going on in the world. Everybody is on a schedule. They don't have time. And I know, if I said in the poem I had, and I did in the song, I said, if I had more time. I meant what I said when I said, if I had more time. Um, so my mom's is gone. Big Game, you know that. Really didn't have uh, a childhood growing up with my mom. Everybody that watched me for years, you already know that. Big Game, you already know that. And there's no love lost. I still love my mother, whether she was in my life or not. But my father, he was there for me and my brother. He gave us everything that we ever needed. My father played the role of two parents, y'all. Two parents. But my grandmother, that was the special one. My dad be at work, grandma be taking care of me and my brother. She had a lot of grandkids. My grandmother loved all of us equally. But when grandparents pass away, those are the rocks of the family. My granddad, he passed. My grandma, it was rough on her. She still held it down, kept the families together. Everybody show up for dinner. There was no excuses. Everybody came to grandma's to eat. Everybody, her kids had their own places and stuff, but everybody came to grandma's. It was just a thing to do to come to their parents' house and eat, and we was there, grandma, Grand Dukes. She held it down, man. Big Game. So, for the past couple days, I've been in deep thought, man, thinking like, wow, me and you should do a live speaking on this topic. And you let me know down in the comments if you really want to do this video. I mean, it might be a little teary. We might bust out some tears in the video. And I know y'all hear me say all the time, I don't have no tears. And I prayed for no tears. That's why I have no tears. That's why I'm thorough and tough with the I don't cry. If I do, it's inside, but it doesn't come out. You might hear it a little bit coming out of my voice. If anybody out there know me personally, you would know if something ain't right. And man, sorry for my raspy voice, y'all. When I was a young buck, I had a high-pitched voice. I couldn't wait to get this deep, not raspy, if that's what y'all want to call it, this deep voice. It's crazy because when I sing, it's high. It's like you wouldn't even know that I got this raspy voice. It took me a minute to like this voice that I got. This ain't got nothing to do with the video. I was just trying to cheer myself up because I was feeling a little teary. So big game, you ain't kind of right. You absolutely correct when you said family is everything. It seemed like everybody forgot who family was. It's not even that because it's everybody got their own little circle going on, a little circle of drama, their own little circle of you got to take the kids here, you got to take the kids there. This happened. I got to go do this. I catch up with y'all later. So all of that plays a role in nobody getting together. Everybody has their own lives. But when grandparents was living, there was no excuse. We was all there. Do we need to bring that back? And what I'm saying, bring it back. We need to have a family sit down. And I'm hoping some of the family is watching this. We do need to have a family sit down, big game, and just say what's on each other's minds. There's a lot going on in the world, and it's hard out here. It's not easy. I'm not perfect. I don't want nobody in this world to sit there and think that I'm perfect. Even if you watching this video right now, you thinking I'm perfect. I'm only human. At least that's what they call us. I'm only human, y'all. And we make mistakes. We make big mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, y'all. I'm far from perfect. And I'm not even gonna say I wanna be perfect. I just wanna be who I am. I'm gonna always be who I am. So I mean it hurt. Big game. So this video is for you, man. So all day today, I was in this this state of, walking through the house, and I'm looking at pictures of the loved ones that we lost. Listen, y'all don't know, me and Big Game, we lost 4 family members in 1 year. 4 family members in 1 year, and went down to the youngest. Let me say that again. It went from the oldest down to the youngest. Now, how crazy is that? Everything happens for a reason, though. Whether it's to teach somebody a lesson, whether it's to show somebody something, it does hurt when you lose somebody that you thought was supposed to be here forever. The family member, I just wish we could all live forever. But we can't, at least not here. There's a lot of people out there in the world that got families, and I've been to family functions, and I'm not even related to people, and they just having a good time. They brought this food, they brought that food. They all sitting and laughing and giggling, no arguing, no fighting, no nonsense. If anything, a joke or two here and there. If somebody done had too much to drink, nope, give me your keys, they hanging them up, you sleep on the couch, you go in the guest room, you go there. It's like, I miss them days. I miss the days when my family was tight. We still tight, y'all, don't get me wrong. Me and my family, we all tight. All of us is tight, but it seems like we only tight when something happens in the family. But once again, I ain't pointing no fingers at nobody because none of them is to blame for nothing. We all got to have a sit down and figure out, hey, should we have a dinner date this day? We should go have everybody go out and go to a club and go dancing. No alcohol, just go out and have a good time, go dancing. Let's go to the park one day and sit and reminisce and talk about old time. Let's go all have picture day. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So if anybody do be watching me when I be on this channel, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. If you ever see my head, not head down, but if you ever see me in the video and you like that, he's not the way he was last week or the way he was, because of that. I got my own personal going on. So beside this channel, I do miss my family. I love them all. Like, I can remember back when I was a young buck, just no worries in the world, y'all. A child is innocent. Sometimes I wish I could go back to being a kid when you didn't have nothing to worry about. Your grandma said when that street light cut on, y'all better be in the house. And if it's summertime and it's school, you ain't got to go to school. But when the street light come on, you better not be down the block. You better be right by the house. We didn't do too much of TV time. It was just everybody was outside playing, having a good time. It was love. And the picnics we had, you want to call them picnics, cookouts, barbecue. We don't call them barbecue, we call them cookouts. And family come, a few friends would come, but it was all love. And it could get back to that. And I can hear some family members now saying, well, we do that now, you just don't show up. But once again, I said it in the beginning, we got a lot going on with our own personals, which is why we don't surface. Well, you got all that going on for all them years you ain't been around? Absolutely. You know, if you know the horrors that go on in somebody's mind, and you would say, wow, y'all keep telling y'all I lost a daughter. I'm still not right with that. Am I cool? Oh, I'm straight. I'm straight. Do I miss her? Absolutely. You know, I think about how she would be, what kind of conversations her and I would have. You know, just what she want to be when she grow up, stuff like that. But it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. So I don't complain. Do I get in that sunken place with that sometime? Absolutely. But nobody sees it, but some people do see it pouring out of the skin. They see it coming out of the eyes. They see it. Yeah, I could see you was thinking about something. You in deep thought. A worker had said something to me, big game. He had said, when I worked this machine shop, he said, oh, it looked like you sitting over there in deep thought. Yeah, I was in deep thought, dude. I was in deep thought. I ain't gonna get into details with that, but me and him wasn't on terms. Was I an excellent worker at that shop? I was one of the baddest. If they gave me a position to play there, I played all the positions. I wasn't one to say, okay, I'm gonna just accept it, unless that's the way it had to be. But I wasn't quick to say I ain't doing that. When they say, hey, I need you to do that, I need you to do that, I was there. I was there, and I was doing all of that throughout the day. You know. But I just want to say, big game family is important. It is, family makes you get that feeling inside when your grandparents live. It's like everything is gonna be okay. You know, if look, money, y'all, money ain't nothing. Money ain't nothing. We need money to live. But I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. If my grandmother was living, I say my grandmother because my grandfather, he passed when I was young. He passed in the 80s. In the early 80s, my granddad passed in the early, and my grandmother passed away in 93. If she was living, nothing would matter. Nothing. She listened, y'all. Everybody in the family, when she spoke, everything was cool. Everything was all right. It's gonna work itself out. Stop worrying. Stop putting all that pressure on your heart. You're gonna have a stroke. You're gonna have a heart attack. Don't do that to yourself. She was right. But she did say something before she passed, big game. And I don't know what grandma told you or what she told the rest of the grandkids, because we all had our own personal relationship with our grandparents. But I will remember my grandmother telling me, big game, our grandmother told me, when she leaves here, we are all going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. She didn't say stick together. That was common sense that she was going to say that. She didn't have to say that part. She just said that we are all in trouble. But it takes a strong mind to realize that we are not doing what we need to do. So if I got little ones coming up, if you got little ones coming up, we need to teach them what our grandparents taught us. We in a new world, y'all. This is the new world order. This is it right here. It's already unfolding right before us. We got to teach them the new way. The good thing about them is that everything that we learned, that was the hard. That was tough love back then. We had it rough coming up. We had to know everything. Nowadays, these kids got it made. But we got to show them the roots and then still let them do what's going on now. Big game. So whenever you feel like you got some time, you want to get at me, shoot me a personal text and like, look, cuzzo, we need to keep the fam, because I have been in deep thought, man. Look, let me tell you something, because, and I don't want you to have no tears, man. I be at work, man, and I'm getting a little teary right now, and I told y'all I don't cry. I be at work just wishing that we could have a family like the families that I see and I encounter every day. I got friends, in my eyes, that's a beautiful family. I got a beautiful family. Y'all don't give me, I got a beautiful family. They all beautiful. I love them. They all got good hearts. But we tough. You understand? We tough. But big game, man, I be at work, man. I be looking, I see you, I see your brother, I see the rest of the family, and I see the rest of the family, and I see the rest of the family, and it eats me up. But you want to know what else helps me and makes me get up and go to work? Choking on air. That's confirmation right there. It something's telling me to stop talking, or I have a heart attack, or a stroke. But so like I said, I be at work, cousin, and I break down sometimes. Once again, I don't cry, but I break down. The pain is inside. I don't let it out. And I hear some people now say, "Let it out, it'll help." They ain't got. Listen, what I'm saying to you. Oh, I hurt. I'm in pain, but I don't want to. The tears ain't gonna fall. Tears falling ain't gonna make it better. Because just trust me, I'm crying inside. If somebody see me, we at a function and something bad happened, and he ain't crying. Oh, I'm crying. You just don't see the tears. I prayed for that. But I'm no different than nobody else. Do I get weak at times? Absolutely. But it's painful to think about the days that I came up in and wonder, can we get that back? And we can get it back. We can get it back. Not me, not you, not him, not her, not who. We can get it back. And once again, I can hear some of the family now saying, "Oh, we did." No, I ain't on the judging. I done told y'all already. I have my own issues, and I don't show up for whatever reason. But I should. I should put away what I think I need to do and go spend some family time. But once again, as long as everybody can work around their work schedule. That's another thing. A lot of people work. I don't have easy street. A lot of people work. Oh, yeah, they do. They do work. Trey by 7 got 2 jobs, y'all. Absolutely, 2 jobs. This right here ain't no job for me. I wish. If it was, whew, cool, but hey, I got 2 jobs. I drive trucks. And y'all know the other part because y'all see it on the channel. But my main joint on there is driving them tracks with dump trucks. Don't get it twisted. So with that being said, big game. Let me know down in the comments if you want to shoot that live, and we just run with it and talk about, how we came up and how we can make the family situation better. Because sometimes all it takes is one. Sometimes it might take 2 to bring everybody together. And I just got that message from the family. Told me that we all need to sit down. We all need to sit down. It's time. It's long overdue. Once again, I'm amongst a lot of people, and they enjoy life, and they believe in family. So do we, but it's a different way of family. And when I say family, I mean when somebody needs somebody, if you can be there, be there. And I'm talking about a shoulder to lean on. You know what I'm saying? I might not be able to walk. Help me get to the door. We ain't talking financially. We talking about physically help me get to the door. I don't want to go back to where I was laying on the floor and I couldn't even get up and go to work. I was in tears. That day, I cried. Thought my back was broke. I want to talk about that. That was a little crazy for me. That hurt bad, y'all. That really hurt. Strong as I am, just remember we can all get put down. I was put down that morning, and I ain't know. Woo. Big game. You know how our family go. 100, you already know. We're going to have that talk, and we're going to create that meeting, that family meeting, because it's time for a change. This is 2024. The bullshit, no more. Negativity, out the window. What they said y'all was, I don't give a fuck. What they said that y'all, We don't give a fuck. Positive, come on in. Negative, you won't live. Love y'all. Stay blessed.